for sustainable growth, right? Like it's not just up to the CFO. I think that is a shared mandate across all the different functions, whether that's HR, IT, and finance. You know, we all bring something different to the table. So for me, it's a collaboration across all of these functions that are then supporting the CFO such that we have sustainable growth.
People live in their silos. Even though they say they are collaborating, they are attending every meeting, but they are not truly collaborating where they can share the work, they chip in. Sometimes they draw the boundaries or circle. Okay, that's their job, and this is IT's job.
Where you can provide that transparency such that people understand what your ultimate goals and objectives are, right? Like that's the only way they can really come to the table and help and participate with you.
Our functional partners are going to be only as good as we enable them to be. If you don't share enough, if you don't plan together, and to Julie's point, I think joint planning is cornerstone if you want to get things done properly and achieve your outcomes. There's very little that you can achieve. It's really about how you come up with a strategy as an organization that suffices the vision and that can be operationalized moving forward.
One of my ex-employers who would do this experiment of moving people between functions, where people from sales had a stint at HR and HR had a stint at running operations. I think that was a very robust way of really getting people to walk the talk and look at things from a completely different lens.
You might do a little bit of finance, you might be working in HR, you might work in legal, treasury, commercial finance, who knows what in what capacity. But I think that more and more people are starting to value having, all the development of all those different skills so that you can bring more on behalf of the organization than just a kind of up and down vertical finance traditional leadership style to the organization.
The more you grow into an organization, you should have a profile that gives you the ability to navigate general management skills, and the more functions that you have been able to experience, that's why I think rotation is a great way to experience different functions. The more you can empathize with the way people communicate and the strategic objectives that are functionally aligned and the capabilities that are in that particular area of expertise. So I do believe that this is a very important aspect of leadership development.
If you're getting comfortable, then you're probably, you're waiting a little bit too late. You're kind of behind the curve. So we're always trying to get ourselves uncomfortable. We're constantly challenging ourselves to say, how can we do more with less? And a great example has been generative AI. And we're doing a lot of pilots to build out a platform and programs and then just be able to grow that and scale that from there.
So people who are comfortable with the way things were, or who are uncomfortable with change, I think they have to quickly get out of that mode. I'm assuming anyone who's aspiring to the C-suite today will not have that as part of their personality. They would not, fear change for sure. But I think we have to actually really wish change upon us and bring change upon us in a very, very assertive and future forward manner.